Bon appetit, everybody. It is, what day is it? Thursday, I think. Today is day 66 of Bearded Beatles, and, good lord, my beard is getting unmanageable. Still, that's why we're here. Day 66 of Bearded Beatles Songs, and, today's song is one of the few songs on our list that was not written by John or Paul. Also, not written by George. Also, not written by Ringo. It is a cover. Originally written by Phil Medley. With a name like that, I suppose you've got to be a songwriter, really. This was first, it was first a hit in 1962 for the Isley Brothers. And then the Beatles put it out in 1963 and had their hit with it. When they recorded this song as part of the Please Please Me album, it was the last track that they did during a solid 13-hour session. And John also had a cold at that time. So it was quite an ordeal for John to get through that album recording. They recorded the whole album in that 13-hour session, pretty much. Because that's how they did it back then, as we discussed the other day, before they went into, multi-tracking and recording things separately and doing backing tracks. And then they just, turned up, set up like you do for a gig, and boom, off you go. Start recording songs. So that's how they did this one. And John, as I say, had a cold. And he tried everything he could think of to try and smooth his throat throughout the session. Drinking milk and taking cough drops and anything to try and just coat the vocal cords a little bit, which any vocal instructor will tell you that the last thing you do is have any dairy product at all before you sing, because it creates phlegm on the vocal cords and it's not good. It does damage and, makes you sound bad. Anyway, we'll come back to that in a minute. So he was doing all these things he could think of to try and just ease the pain in his throat. And George Martin knew that this was going to be a difficult song for him to sing in his condition. So they left it until the very end of this 13-hour session. They recorded all the other songs, multiple takes of each. And then they came to this one at the very end, as I say, by which point John's voice was basically completely thrashed. Absolutely just shot to buggery. So they ended up doing this song in one take. They did try a second take, but they didn't get all the way through it. John couldn't get through it. So what you hear on the album is that one take of this song at the very end of the session. And you can hear how thrashed his voice is when you listen to it. He was, as he put it, he said he sounded like he was a frantic guy doing his best. And for a long time afterwards, he was quite ashamed of the performance, because he knew that he could sing it better. But that was the situation in those days. You went in, you recorded it, and whatever you got, that was it. There was no, can we come back next week and we'll just recut? No. By that point, the album's out. It's in the shops. That's how quick they used to work in those days. Now it takes a week just to, for guitar players to get tones and drummers to bring cymbals and people to even just show up at the studio. It takes a week. Whatever. Anyway, he's always been ashamed of this performance, or he was for a long time. I've always considered that it is one of the greatest rock vocal performances, purely because it's on the ragged edge and the raw nature of it. You can just hear it. It really is just, he's given every single thing he has to every syllable. And It's a marvellous thing to hear. One of my favourites. This is Twist and Shout. Are we ready? Ready. There you go. Twist and shout. We will see you tomorrow. Ciao, everybody.